Music. Microphone seems to be on. What is going on, everybody? What's up, Ron, GB, Eric, Spence? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I wasn't going to go on tonight, but can't pass up Star Trek Day. Happy Star Trek Day, everybody. Yeah, it's been a long day. So 4 to 4, that's 12. 5 is 13, 14, 15 and a half hours. 15 and a half hour day, including traveling, all in that. That's my life again, getting up at 4 a.m. instead of 6:30. So it's up at 4, out the door by 4:30, making on time for work, and then sit in traffic at home. Hey, what's going on, Phil, Bud, Jason, B, what's up? So I'm just hanging out for a few minutes. I wanted to say hello, this way we don't miss a thing, and guys can get some space loot tonight while we hang out. Figure I'll stay on for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Then me and Kelly are gonna go get a couple sandwiches for dinner. Then I gotta pack up a couple of orders, a couple new boards going out, and then some Cat 4 orders. If you're into planes and stuff, ships, Verifier ships, we have that on the site too. The only stock we do carry is the Cat 4 aftermarket, so I have that on hand here, and the boards I have on hand here. The other stuff, we're like a middleman, drop shipper for the other guys, so we get the orders, pass it on to them, and then they ship it out. Happy R2D2 day. 'Tis not. That is May the 4th. Stop confusing things. What's going on, Donnie? Star Trek Day is a great day to announce the annual Star Trek group build. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about that now, and then at the end. Hey, what's going on, Chris? So anyway, the last stream we had, we started talking about the group builds and voting and all that other stuff. And I always go back to my live streams just to make sure things are okay and see if I catch any questions or anything like that I missed. And when I'm doing stuff, especially showing you guys things or talking, I miss a lot of the chat, because when you guys start talking, it goes really quick. And it's hard to go back while we're doing the live show and see what's going on. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is, for future live shows, it's probably be slow tonight because I don't have anything going on. But for future live shows, if you ask me a question and then you ask it again and I definitely miss it twice, at the end of the show, throw it in the comments. If you ask your question there, I'll definitely see it and definitely get to it, because on my wee little phone here, I get instant notifications of all the comments. So I will answer you in the comments. What's going on, Jack? You decided to have a show for my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Chris. And happy Star Trek Day. Not Star Wars Day, bud. It's Star Trek Day. The stream's current bit rate is higher than recommended bit rate. Oh, here we go again. Well, it looks like it's going. And I wanted to get a live stream in too, because we're supposed to have some severe thunderstorms tonight, and possibly again some flash flooding. So the Optimum's going to get wet again, and hopefully it dries out by Saturday. I am definitely working Saturday, so I won't be on here until later in the afternoon. C3PO. I'm going to kill you, bud. So yeah, I won't be on here until later in the afternoon Saturday, and I got to decide, I got to see what we're going to do. What we're going to do for this month's giveaway. We got to do something. We got to get back on that roll for doing the giveaways. The giveaways last Saturday of the month. The months go by quicker and quicker and quicker. So anyway, since we were talking about the group builds and stuff on the last one, we did all the voting. I'm going to bring you over. Happy Jar Day. I'm going to bring you over to the community again. And if you see this thing, I don't know if you can see my whole screen. Now, if you guys ask me any questions or anything, I'm definitely not going to see it, because I have the computer screen up so I can see that. I can't see what's going on in the back end. So as you all know, this is the community. Please bring your butts over there and sign up already. Approval queue, that's for me. This is actually the daily bots we get. I get bots every day, but the form blocks them. It only missed one so far that sent out some stupid porn email to everybody. But I block those every day and block their IPs and names. So that's a hassle with the site that I got to do every day to try to keep it keep it spam free for you guys. It's part of the matrix, I guess. So anyway, let's run down to group builds. Let's run down to the group builds, and I'll show you what I did. Hey, there's a new guy, Billy, here. I wonder if that's one of the Billy YY. Let's see if that's, before I go down there, let's see if that's one of the bots. Maybe, maybe not. I gotta check that later. But anyway, let's go down to the group builds, since that's what we were voting on the last time we were on. So this is going to change. Since we voted, it's going to be the annual Chippy Awards, and I'm going to talk to my friend Whitney. She's the one that actually, I had somebody else do Chippy, but she actually fixed up Chippy holding one of our circuit boards. So I'm going to ask her if she could put Chippy in a little tuxedo holding like a trophy. This way we have that for, but I got to see, that's for her to do the work. She's really good. I think it's going to run me about $150, so I'll have to save that up. But Chippy's not coming till next year anyhow. So this is what I did. I broke it down to the annual group builds, and there's definitely air, land, and sea. Now, just because it says air, land, and sea, it doesn't mean there will only be one group build in that for the year. We may actually put multiple ones in there. This way, people can get in on what they like to build. I didn't have a figures one before. We didn't vote on that, but I put a figures one in for all the figure builders. Halloween stays in as an annual group build and as part of the annual Chippy Awards. And if you weren't here, we voted. You're going to have to be a member of the community to get in on the annual Chippy Awards. You're going to have to build during the group build. Those are the only builds that are going to be entered in the group builds. And I caught what Boyd said about, excuse me, that progress pictures should be a must, and progress pictures are going to be mandatory. You're not going to have to do, every step, but we want to see the progress of the build, because it's not to make you do it, but it's so you help other people out. We want to see your build. You may catch something that somebody else didn't catch, and it's all part of the fun. So Halloween's definitely in there. Military, TV and movie, sci-fi, which right in here we have both the Star Wars and the Star Trek one, and we're going to be bringing Star Trek back for 2022. So there you go, Donnie. You're going to have your Star Trek one. And then LTC, Chris made a good point. If there's something in one of these group builds, if there's nothing in any of these group builds that you want to build, say there's like 5 or 6 people that find nothing in here interesting, we're going to have the Chippy Open group build every year. And this will be for those guys and girls that maybe don't like what's picked for, say, air, land, and sea. I picked the Airbus for the air, land, and sea, and nobody wants to build that, but they want to build another different type of jetliner, or they want to build some sort of helicopter. The Chippy Open is going to be open to everybody that doesn't find something they want to build, and all you guys build together, and those will be put into the annual Chippy Awards. And then I'm going to have to figure out how we are going to do it. We may go back to a community vote, because the very first site, I couldn't do a community vote on the site, so I had to do it off the site, and they were able to cheat with using different IP addresses. They did a VPN or something like that and just kept using different IPs and spamming the vote. This, you can't do that. To vote on the site, you're going to have to be a registered member, and then you'll be able to only vote once. Well, it depends. If it's top 3, you'll be able to pick your top 3. And then I'm still debating if we do it like the first, second, and third of each one, and if I could get like little Chippy coins or something like that, and those will be the prizes for each group build. And then the top, we'll have judges do the top, pick the first place out of those top 3, and those first place ones will battle it out for model of the year. So we'll do it like that, probably. The annual Christmas present giveaways here. The annual Secret Santa group build. So if anybody finishes their Secret Santa build within the year, this one's always an open one. So whenever you get a Secret Santa present, we just ask that you build it at some point and put it in this group. But if you finish your Secret Santa within the year, it will go into the annual Chippy Awards. So that's that. Oh, and the other thing, remember when I was showing you bookmarking? Like if we go into Dirk's The Flying Nun, and I wanted to bookmark this, and you could put a message or whatever you want up here. And I was going crazy. I thought I knew it was here, and then Omar pointed it out. I was just getting frustrated and not reading what was here, but your bookmarks are right here. So you can go back to your bookmarks and find everything that you saved. It's easier if you put labels, like if there's a couple different Batmans you want, then you can find everything under Batman and stuff like that. So that's how you bookmark on the site if you want to go back to a thread or a specific picture or something like that. You'll be able to bookmark each individual. You're not bookmarking the whole thread. You're actually bookmarking the individual post in there, because it only lit up this one. And then if I wanted to say there's another picture in here or another video, I could bookmark this one and find it easily. So that's how you bookmark. But let me go back over here and see if I missed anything. So Saturday I may do, it depends on how tired I am, start working on this guy on camera, just cleaning him up. I gotta go get the circle cutting blades for my Dremel so I can cut some more stuff off. I can't find mine. And if I use another tool, if I clip it, the resin's pretty fragile, and I already broke. That's what I did with the foot. And thank God it broke clean, because I can't even see it. But what I did was I just used my clippers, and I clipped that guy at the back here, and it snapped his front of the foot. So I had to put it back together. So I got to get my the circle thing so I could just cut these off, and I could get on this damn build already. Hey, what's going on, Top? What is up? What is up? So figures group build, that figures. So yes, that's no, Gil. I did not send porn. Somebody got in and did a little porn action on the site. Sent out some emails, but we caught that. You guys actually caught it quicker than I did and sent me some emails, and I got it off the site. So yeah, that's definitely what's going to go on. So I'm going to figure out the group builds in the next couple weeks. I'll get the cover photos and all that other stuff done, and I'll get them lined up. This way you know what's coming up next year, and you can start preparing by buying your paints, your kits, and all that other stuff. The only group build that's already started for next year, and that's because of where it falls, May the 4th, is the annual Star Wars group build. While we're here, as a Star Trek group build, do we want to pick something specific, or do we want to just have an open Star Trek group build and build whatever you want? You know, do you want me to put it up to a vote? This way you can do yes or no. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys... Quit whining, or I'll stream when Kenny's done on Saturday. There you go, Top. Stream right after me, or we'll stream together. We'll go on yard sale or whatever the hell the other one is, and we'll stream together. I think open is probably the way to go too, because it's a little difficult if you say, you know, the Enterprise. Pretty much everybody's going to paint the Enterprise the same way. So we'll leave Star Trek open, Star Wars open. Cars, talk to your car builders. We're going to have car stuff. Cars, we may pick something like, cars of the 50s, cars of the 60s, and stuff like that. Vote open. Build whichever starship you want. Okay, so that's going to... Star Wars and Star Trek will definitely be open builds to whatever you want. Plus, I like seeing all the different ships. Now, speaking of new stuff coming, we have a top secret board that I've seen the beginnings of today, which I cannot tell you about. All I can tell you is that there is another board coming. And we actually got two boards coming. One will probably come quicker than the other. And we should have, I know the 001A boards. Tommy sent them over to Spence. Spence has to program them, test them, and then they're going to come to me, and then they'll go on the site. So I'm figuring probably a week and a half tops. We should have 001s back in stock. Those things seem to fly off the shelf, which is pretty cool. That that money puts money back in our pockets to buy more stuff that's out there that we're able to find, have more boards made, and bring them back out to you. One of these days will be chippy airs. I might build my next USS Voyager model. Pretty cool. I have many cars, and some are large scale. I have one large scale Trans Am in 1/16, which I really, really want to build. Doctor Who grill build. What's out there from Doctor Who model-wise besides the TARDIS and a Dalek, or however you say it. Dalek. I don't know. Phallic. That's the only two things that I would know from Doctor Who. That wouldn't be. I don't think we'd get many for a Doctor Who grill build, bud. Buck can build his Voyager. Then it's been building for about a year now. There's Dirk. What's going on? I was just actually on one of your posts, showing people how to bookmark on the site so you don't forget something. The Doctors, they got models of them off and on somewhere. Well, we could put it out there. I don't really see that many people building Doctor Who. If you wanted to do a Doctor Who, that would probably fall into the annual Chippy Open group build. We can try. We can put it out there, put the word out there, see how many people would be into it. If we get enough, to do it. Sorry, I'm itching my nose, but my allergies are killing me the past few days. I'm sneezing, sniffling, stuffed up, and it's no good. No good at all. Eric and I both building our Voyager for over a year. Remember, I was building a Voyager way back when, but I had to throw that one out. I ruined it. So, yeah, last week, was it last week or Saturday? Whenever I was on. If you missed, we did the Voyager on there. Tonight, I'm just hanging out to say, hey, what's going on, Derek? Tonight, I'm just on to say Happy Star Trek Day, let you know about the group builds that we voted on. Didn't want to miss a Wednesday night. Be on here for a little while so you guys can get whatchamacallit, some space loot. There's definitely going to be some general stuff out there. Even if we miss something, say this year, well, Star Wars and Star Trek will probably be every year, so those two will be in there, and then we'll add like Battlestar Galactica one year, War of the Worlds the next year. Try to keep it going so it gives more options for people to build. See, now Dirk would probably get in the car group builds because he builds a lot of cars, and I would like to get more car builders, more military. We are heavy sci-fi on the site still, which I don't mind because I love sci-fi. I kind of pushed away from military for a long time now and got into the sci-fi, but I would like to see a lot more than sci-fi. So if we can start getting your friends that have, group builds, not group builds, but YouTube channels that build cars and trucks and stuff like that, talk to your friends, tell them to come over, join the site, and let them know about the group builds and the contest. Our contest is mainly for fun. It's mainly to get you guys building so we can see your builds. There are some new builds on the main site. I can't breathe. On the main site we have, which is funny, let me put this down here. On the main site we have some new builds. Chris Colvin, if you haven't checked out the article yet, this dude, he 3D printed and built this dude. Look at how big the picture is. This droid is 7'4" tall. This is all 3D printed, which is crazy. That is crazy. Over 600 hours. So if you haven't checked that out, go to HobbyLink International. Donnie finished up his Vulcan's shuttle. Bob Bruce did the Wonder Woman. Jalen did the space dock from space station from DS9. Over here's, I'm itching my nose. I can't. I'm so sorry. Over here was Princess Leia from who went to the Nationals and was sporting his Chippy shirt, which was very cool. So there's a few new builds. Jalen also did a NASCAR build. So there's a bunch of new builds on here. And you don't only have to put contest builds up here, guys. When you finish a build, even if it's just a photo feature, get it over to me and we'll put it on the main site. I love sharing your work over here. See, we got different categories: sci-fi fantasy news, which actually, thankfully, Gadgetron 3000 helps me out with putting stuff up here. He's an author on here, so he puts stuff up. We just have photo features. Augie gives a lot of stuff over. Sci-fi fantasy reviews, and then step-by-step articles. And the same thing for Model Builder International. Oops, Paul messed up. He didn't put a cover photo on the Iliad design one. I gotta fix that. You got your MBI news, photo features, reviews, which Paul does tons and tons of reviews, and Model Builder International step-by-step. So anything you guys got, I would love to put it up here. It's stays up here forever. It helps people find articles and all of that good stuff. And see, Dirk, we were on the your Flying Nun. I used your post as a guinea pig. This is the guinea pig post to show everybody how to bookmark stuff. And then we're definitely going to do that. One day I'm going to spend, it's going to be boring, but I'm going to spend some time going over every aspect of the site. This way you guys know how to use the site and what's on there. I have been spreading the word, but a lot of people are looking too much. Move to another site. Most are stuck on fascist book. Yes, they are. Yes, they are stuck. I don't know why they're stuck. I always beg people to come over, and it's tough to get them over to the site. But we got a core good group. We got a very good core group that's always on there. Dirk got to the site later than me. I forgot when Dirk joined, but he joined up, and I've met Dirk personally. He's a really nice guy. Met him at Mosquito Con. Over here, if we go to members, look at that. This is only because I've been on here longer, but Dirk is like coming, and he's got the most points now. He's ahead of me. It's like a game. See who could get the most points. But this is actually the area that helps me out to do the Christmas giveaway. So I'm able to see who's actually Billy might be real. I gotta check that one out. I don't know Billy, but this is actually helps me out figuring out who uses the site. And like, see, if you 666 Dead God, I don't know who that is. They joined, 0 points. I know who this is. He just joined recently. Ken Spriggs got 93 points, so I know he uses. Alex hasn't been on a while, 43, but you can see all the 0000s. 3, 73, 63, 63, Buck 123. You know, you can see the people that use the site, and those are the people that'll be in the Christmas giveaway because they use the site, so they get their names in there for the drawing. If you're somebody that's just joined the site and has 0 points and you're just looking to get in on the Christmas giveaway, me and Kelly don't feel that's fair to the people that actually use the site, post their builds, hang out, talk to the guys. Those are the guys and gals that actually get in on the Christmas giveaway. They're helping us out, so they get dibs on the gifts. Nah, I gave up on MeWe a long time ago. Who's a liar? So all the listed annual builds except Star Wars officially start January 1st. Yes, Spence. That's when they're all going to start. So Star Wars will always start May the 5th for a year. So after this May the 4th, we'll run another Star Wars group build. And then January, the other group builds are going to run from January 1st till the end of the year. Let's see. You know what I should do? I'm thinking. You were a very nice guy, Dirk, when I met you. Very, very nice guy. So don't call me a liar about that. So you're famous. You saw your avatar, yes. So maybe what I do is come up with the group builds and run them from November 1st in 2021 to December maybe 15th, because that gives me time to get all the pictures and everything together, get the voting together, and then we announce them on like December 30th, so we don't mess up anybody's new year. And plus it gives you a little extra time to start building. Got to think about that one. Ever think of a buddy build where everyone builds the same kit? Sometimes group builds are like that. Buddy builds, if you're gonna do that, I would do it over here. Where's computer? Here's computer. There's the back end again. If you're gonna do a buddy build, like me, I know Eric wants to do a buddy build of the Kazon Torpedo. That's how actually Rascals Hobbies found me. Started getting back into modeling, and he found my Kazon build. So he wants to do a buddy build between us two. I think maybe Top and somebody else. So we could do buddy. You guys could do buddy builds, but I would put those down here in the regular forms, because there's going to be a lot of group builds, and I don't want to overwhelm everybody with group builds again. What's most likely going to happen is if, like Air, Land, and Sea, I put 3 different group builds in for the year, I'm probably going to say 2 of them are going to end up with 0 builds. The group is going to gravitate more towards one build than the other. And if we don't see any builds in about 6 months' time, we'll just drop those and move on. But yeah, buddy builds are a lot. Then it's just adding more and more, and it becomes very complicated for me to do, because I got a lot of stuff that I got to do. So unfortunately I got to work, and then I come home and I got to check the site to make sure there's no spam bots on there. I go through all of what everybody's talking about on the forum. I make sure that, I like their post and I leave comments for them, so I check that. Then I got to package up packages that have to go out that were ordered during the day, and then, sometimes get on here, make up rules, make up cover photos. So there's a lot. The more I put on myself, it's if you ever heard anybody say that's got into the hobby as a business, now that it's more of a business for us, it actually hampers me building. So that's why I got to try to build on camera or in my free time. Yes, it is Star Trek Day. That's the first thing I said on here. I said, Happy Star Trek Day. So yeah, that's it. I don't want to add way too much stuff on there, because I get stressed out after a while doing stuff. And then behind the scenes, Tom and Spencer working on the boards. Paul's ordering the stuff for the boards. I got to do my best of getting on all of social media and on here and promoting the boards and trying to get those things to move, getting them in your hands as quickly as I can. We pride ourselves pretty much on shipping, and shipping's going to become difficult now because Kelly starts school again tomorrow. She's been home teaching the kids since everything was going on. So now she's not going to be able to run to the post office, as soon as I give her a package. So I'm probably going to have to bring it with me to work and then run to hopefully I have a post office, whatever customer I'm at. When I go on lunch, forget about lunch and run over to the post office and shoot out everybody's packages. So yeah, it is overwhelming, and it's a lot to do everything we do. But I do it because I love you guys. I love the modeling. I love trying to give you guys more outlets to do your thing, a place to come hang out and bullshit with your friends. Hey, what's going on, Ken? Good to see you, buddy. And Ken, like Ken said, he works third shift, so it's hard for him too. Old liners in the stash. Nice. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. And then on top of it, we're still renovating the house. I got crazy overtime this week so far. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night, all day today, plus a couple hours at night, and then probably tomorrow night. I'm working Saturday. They already asked for overtime for the other guys for Saturday. Saturday's straight time for me, and they're probably going to ask for Sunday. So now it's going to be when overtime kicks in. It used to be overtime will kick in really good during the spring and summer. Now it seems like it's going more towards fall and winter, so that's going to add on to me not being here, trying to make the money to finish this place off so I can be comfortable down here instead of you guys looking at this behind me. So it's tons and tons and tons of stuff. And just sitting here chatting with you guys gives me an outlet to relax and hang out. Thank you very much, Jack. The Titanic working on a stalled, the 1/200 scale. Now I got to pick a landing bay light board for my Enterprise A shuttle bay. Yeah, we don't have one of those yet, unfortunately. But just remember, we'll be making more and more boards, and we're going to keep them as affordable as possible for you guys. We don't want to rip you off. Well, I shouldn't say rip you off. We don't want to charge you more than you should be charged for. Let's put it that way. The Titanic is the one that drew me into them, but it's spread to all the other liners. And there's Eric sticking his tongue out, thinking of what kit he can do to repurpose a kit. That's right, sometimes you just got to sit back with a Dr. Pepper and relax. Actually, speaking of Dr. Pepper, in about 10 minutes probably I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go over to Wawa, get a sandwich for dinner and a Dr. Pepper. Like I said, pack up those new packages that are going out. Oh, speaking of packages, just so you guys know, when you are on, let me go to the shop real quick. Let me go to the shop because I really haven't brought you guys to the shop. To the shop, the candy shop. This is the shop. My name is up here. My name is up here because I was testing something out. Log out. You're supposed to log me out. Log out. Let's see if it logs me out from there. Hey, log out, damn it. I gotta tell Paul the log out button's not working. So Paul, if you're watching, the log out button's not working. Anyway, this is the site. So when you go shopping here, these are our featured products. Then the best-selling products are down here. We got a lot of aftermarket stuff. We got new stuff in from Armory. And then you could go by category: lights and sound, aircraft accessories, armor, figures, diorama products. We have gift cards. We do have gift cards. But you got to be careful when you're ordering. Shop by menu. We got a science fiction. Now, like science fiction, somebody just ordered a science fiction kit. Red Flare Models is Neil Wooding. So his products are over in the UK. So when you order something from us through Neil, what happens is you order it. We tell Neil that he's got an order for a base. Somebody just ordered, I think, the large Tatooine base. Tatooine. Never know how to say things. One of these two bases. But I got to make sure that he knows. You got to read the descriptions on stuff. Because this one says Red Flare Models. It's free shipping from Red Flare Models, and it ships direct from Red Flare Models in the UK. We're based in New York and Canada. So you just got to read them. Like Cat 4, if you go looking, we got a lot of Cat 4 stuff. That's in 1/48 scale. I'm pretty sure all his stuff is. Now this stuff, I got to get back. I got to build planes. Cat 4, they really make nice stuff. Cat 4 we have on hand. Well, not we, me. Paul orders the product. It comes to me, and it ships from New York. And it'll tell you right here, ships direct from New Jersey, USA. Not New York, because I live in New Jersey now. If we go back here, so I just want to point out that really make sure you read the description so you don't get angry something's taking a while. Like, we do have big ships from Verifier, 1/350 scale ships, but those come from China. This free shipping worldwide, this comes from the Ukraine. So we have different vendors in different parts of the world, and they're shipping direct from them to you. So delivery, and even Paul put in here, delivery can take up to 3 to 4 weeks just because of how deliveries go. So you really just be careful. And if you haven't shopped the shop yet, come and check out. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got ships in 1/350 scale, 1/700 scale. Let me see a Verifier. I know we have Verifier. There we go. The Birmingham. I'm pretty sure these all ship from China. Paul's got a review of it. The item is usually shipped from Yanwen, but Verifier may use other carriers. So it's definitely coming from somewhere in China, direct from China. Either Yanwen is their most used one, but it could come from another carrier, and it could take up to 3 to 4 weeks to get your ship, because these usually come on a cargo ship. So go check out the stuff if you're interested in anything. Go over there. Lights and sounds. What I'm having, I got to ask Paul if he can check it out again. I want to put the OL1 back up here, but see if there's an email link we can put in here. Just have it marked as sold out, and then have you be able to click a link, and when it comes back in, if you want that board, you can get a email that says, hey, the board's back in, and come pick them up. Yay. 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 Oh, I didn't want to do that. Now you get to see the back end again. I keep getting keep showing you the back end. Pet Rock, what's going on? What's a good reason to place 3D printer these days? I have not bought a 3D printer. Omar is our 3D printing guru, and I don't see him tonight. I think a couple other guys have 3D printers. I will not be getting a 3D printer until this place is done. I'm getting my 2 workbenches tomorrow, getting close to building it. Sweet. I'm trying to think of the one. It's a smaller one, and it's not bad price that they actually had on sale that a lot of the guys use. Is it the Saturn or the Mars? One of the two. If you want, I definitely know, if you want high quality prints, go resin. 100% resin. If you're just going to prototype some stuff, FDM. But if you want those crisp, really, really nice prints, definitely go resin. But yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, there we go. Dirk got the Neptune for $150. Neptune 2, that's not bad. That's not bad. There's a lot of, it's funny, because one of my friends at work called me up yesterday, and he's like, yo, Ken, you got a minute to talk? I was like, yeah, what's going on? Because I'm a shop steward in my union, and I thought something was going down that, you know, he needed to talk to me about. And he's like, I was watching YouTube, and I started watching this video, and he's like, it looked like you, but I wasn't sure if it was you or not. So he let the video play, and then he goes, dude, you said your name, it was you. And it ends up, I didn't know, his name's Tom. He's a good friend of mine. It ends up he's into 3D printing, and he was having trouble with his airbrush with bubbles. And he ended up looking for a video and found me, and then we ended up talking about 3D printing. He's really into 3D printing, and, you know, telling me about what printers to get, telling me about the FEP and resins and all this other stuff. So it was actually pretty cool that somebody at work found me by accident on YouTube. But definitely, eventually, that corner over there, the furthest corner. Well, actually, no, I might put the 3D printers in the middle, unless I insulate around that door where I don't have to worry about that stuff. And one thing I do know, and I've seen this a lot, and most recently from Augie Gonzalez, stay away from that water washable resin. The water washable, you got to make sure that was dry. That thing has got to be completely dry. Actually, I was watching Uncle Jesse, and he ended up talking about, I wasn't even looking for it, and he talked about the water washable resins, and he actually says he doesn't even use water on those. He uses alcohol on them. And his tip about that was, with the water washable, make sure it's dry before curing, and the water washable may take a long time to dry. If it isn't dry and there's water in it, eventually after the curing process, it's going to crack, which is not a good thing. So I'd stick with the alcohol baths. And then he was showing, like after resin, I seen this on a couple of my brother's prints. You get that white chalkiness, and that's from it not being cleaned that well. He cleans it by hand, and then he showed the wash chamber, and the wash chamber actually did a better job. So eventually I'll get all that stuff and put it up in here. I won't do much 3D printing, so I don't think I'll go through FEP and all that other stuff really quick. It's just going to be for parts here and there. I'll let somebody else do a lot, unless we get some good 3D parts. Oh, speaking about 3D parts, The Batwing extra parts, the guns, we're going to put those on hold because the Batwing is, one, it's become a rare, expensive kit. So if they repop it and they don't fix that part, then we'll end up probably putting that part out. But as for now, the Batwing board sells so slow, and I'm sure it's because it's such an expensive kit. I actually went looking for the perfect grade Millennium Falcon because mine I actually gave to Dana for the book that never happened, unfortunately, for some reasons. But she built that and she posted it on Facebook and she did an incredible job. I went looking for that. That's ridiculous. So I'll never have a perfect grade again. I was looking for other models. It's like I should pick them up when they come out, but I never have the money for them. So definitely on the FDM you can make some nice parts, but it's just ridiculous how much sanding and filling and stuff. I'd rather go resin and have that nice clean print right away. Definitely. Yeah, make sure that you make sure those are really, really dried off, bud, or you're gonna end up cracking them. They're gonna end up cracking on you, and you don't want that. You're gonna put all that work and paint and everything into them, and then the next thing you know, your thing is shot. Come on, you stupid. I'm trying to find something for you real quick, if it'll pop up. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to the computer screen. Here you go. This was nicely done. This is Aang from The Last Airbender, and this was Augie's. He did a really nice job, and this is the water washable. You can see the crack going all the way. Now he's the Joker because he has this crack here. He's got a crack in the back of his head, above his eye. And that's what he looked like before. He was nicely done, but the water washable unfortunately wasn't probably dry enough, cured, and then it cracked. If you guys know Mark Dunmore, he gave up on water washable because of the same reason, the cracking issues. And I think even Omar has given up on the water washable and is just sticking with the alcohol because you don't get this problem, or I don't know if you get it often, but you don't get this problem. You can see the crack in the nice Batman. The back of Batman's head, that's the front of it. This was a Star Wars build. Look at all the little cracks in the front, and this was perfect beforehand. And this is all water washable. It's from Mandalorian, and then back to Aang. So just be careful with that stuff and make sure that you dry it out. Dry your stuff, my friends. Dry your stuff. Now, the boards you sell for specific models, I'm looking to put some electronics in some of my 148 fighters and don't really know where to start beyond just battery and motor LEDs. We have the 001A board, which sells out like crazy. I should have those back in probably in about a week and a half, and that's just a general nav and strobe board. You can use that on planes, ships, light beacons, sci-fi stuff, and all that good stuff. We do have 3 other specific boards. One's for Batman, the Batwing, one's for the Millennium Falcon, one's for the Bird of Prey. So we'll have more and more specific boards. We'll probably have a few. We're keeping the 001A because that one is really going quick, and people use it for different things. So you can definitely use that one. If you go to the channel after we're done with the live stream and go on my playlist, we actually have videos of the nav and strobe board in there. Augie just used it, Interstellar Modeler, just used it on his Star Trek Tug for his navs and strobes. Boyd is using it in his E. PJC's in here, he used it on his build. Actually, Phil was the first one to use our board in one of his builds. Donnie's in here, he just used it on his Vulcan shuttle. So people are using it on different things. It's not timed specifically to anything. We just made it general for those people that aren't looking for a specific board and just want to put some lighting in their kit. And it's a nice little strobe, a nice pace to the strobe and a nice pace to the navs. So that's why we built that one, but we will get into more specific kits. We have our list of things that we want to get done. So eventually we'll be doing more and more. Some things like that don't sell, like the Batwing, that will end up probably getting retired. We won't retire the code. We'll still have the code. So if we'll probably keep some, not dead boards, but blank boards on the side. So say somebody emails us and says, hey, you still got the Batwing. Then I can get a hold of Spence and ask, Spence, can you program up a Batwing for us? Now, after we do retire something and we specifically have to go out of our path of what we're doing on building boards, those are going to be slightly more expensive, not more expensive, like $100 more expensive, nothing like that, but it will, because now Spence and Tom may have to take time out of their development of a new board to either rebuild a Batwing board and get it programmed and then ship it over. So it might be like $5 or $10 more for an extra custom board like that. Nothing crazy. But if it deviates from what we're doing and we got to stop that to do something specific, then we'll do that. But we have plans for certain things coming up. Ken has the board for the Falcon if you watch his videos. So there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Augie's on and off the site. You're better off catching him on Facebook. He'll definitely answer over there. I talk to Augie a lot over there. He was always messaging me. I fake it with my builds and they come out okay. What else do you fake, Top? Yeah, come by the site, community.hobbylinkinternational.com. All right, well, I'm 4 minutes past where I wanted to go. I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit tonight. Like I said, Saturday night, I'm going to definitely be on here after work, and I'm probably going to be carving up some resin. We'll work on that, and we'll chit-chat while I do that. And then maybe we'll take a couple more votes or something. But me and Kelly got to go out and get something to eat. It's just a long day. I got to pack up these packages, go to bed, and then get up in the morning. So Saturday we'll do some Speaking of, I just said your name and you show up. I'm getting off here and we're gonna go run and get some.
I gotta take a shower because I have to get ready so I don't have to do it tomorrow morning.
All right, so I got things to do too. Look, she's arguing with me. She's arguing with me.
If that's an argument, ask your friend. If that's
hold
an
on.
argument, you're crazy.
All right, guys. Well, we got to do things. So I will see you guys Saturday, and we'll play with a model, and we'll chit-chat some more, and I'll start figuring out all the group builds and stuff. Don't forget to come by this channel and come over to the site, join up, and start showing us your builds and all that other good stuff. So guys, I will talk to you Saturday night. Have a good one. Take care, and bye-bye.